Hello, my name is Tõnn and behind me is the new 2018 Nissan Leaf, which is now my car. It has been my car already for a few weeks. Now I'm getting to the point to make a new YouTube video to tell you about this car, why I bought this, how I'm going to survive with an electric car, and hopefully you will get some useful information, especially if you're planning to buy an electric car yourself. So, why did I choose the Nissan Leaf over all other electric cars? Actually, it hasn't always been my first preference. I had a reservation for a Tesla Model 3 for more than 2 years. But I began to realize that this $35,000 car will not reach Estonia or Europe anytime soon. So when Tesla Model 3 was out of my price range and not arriving to Estonia anytime soon, why did I choose Nissan Leaf over any other car? Actually, it's not so hard to decide, especially if you're living in Estonia. There are some other nice electric cars like Hyundai Ioniq, but unfortunately it has the CCS plug, but Estonia has a charging network that is entirely CHAdeMO chargers. So only options were like Nissan Leaf, Kia Soul, not so much other options. So what about the range of this car? I have driven most 235 kilometers so far with one charge from the north of Estonia to Tartu, where I live. And I reached Tartu with 2% battery remaining. So I'm planning to use this new Nissan Leaf as the only car for my family. It's not a city car. I'm planning to use it to travel in Estonia. Our usual distances are from Tartu to Pärnu, which is less than 200 kilometers. From Tartu to Tallinn, which is also like 190 kilometers. From Tartu to Rakvere, 120 kilometers maybe. We already went to Latvia with this car, to Valmiera. For that I needed to get a Latvian operator card to charge. Basically all distances should be in the range of this car. In the winter I'm suspecting that it cannot do 200 kilometers so safely, and we need to make a break on the way. What is quite nice about the car is this intelligent key fob that actually you don't have to use so much, because it detects when it is in range of the car. I will put it in my pocket just to demonstrate. Right now the car is locked. As we see, it's locked. And when I push this button, the car unlocks. And if I close it and push it again, then it is locked again. And the doors will also unlock if you open the rear hatch. Yeah, you see? And there is a special button here. This is the main button to open the rear hatch, but the small button will close the doors. So now the doors are locked. So actually when you finish with taking stuff out of the trunk, you can push this small button when you leave and the doors will be locked. Also, what I really like about this car is the e-pedal mode that allows single pedal driving. For example, right now the car is active, it's in drive mode, but I'm not pressing any pedal and it's standing still. Now when I press the pedal, the accelerator, it starts moving, and if I release it, even on a slope like where I'm now, it stops. It's really comfortable in the city, especially when you're waiting after traffic lights, so you don't have to constantly hold your foot on the brake pedal. This car has this adaptive cruise control that is actually a big improvement for me, who never had a car with cruise control, but it doesn't have this ProPilot. I actually used this ProPilot during a test drive, and I found it a bit hard to rely on this, because you still had to check all the time whether it's doing the right job. So it's not anything like autopilot. Generally the infotainment system, nothing so special, quite the same from the previous Nissan Leafs. What has changed though is that there is no CD slot anymore. This is here just some decoration element. What this car also has is the around view monitor, which is very nice for parking. You can see a virtual overhead view of the car, which is made up of 4 different cameras. One in front, one in the back, and 2 on the mirror. So when I open the door, it gets very strange, because the mirror is moving together with the door. So another option to demonstrate this surround view monitor. I'm now parking. Okay, and there is a pedestrian. Okay, it gave a warning.
Lähme sõitma.
Okay. Actually, the interior is quite spacious. In the back seat I have fitted 2 child seats, one big one and the other is removable, and actually I think it is possible to sit between these 2 child seats. My wife tried it once. I will try to demonstrate it. So, okay, I'm getting in here. Okay, so I'm sitting in the middle of the back seat between 2 child seats. It's not very comfortable, but it is doable. And to remind you, this car also has ISOFIX in the front seat. So actually you can put 1 child seat to the front to make more space on the back seat. Generally I like the seats. The color is nice. Black with slight blue accents. The seats are manually adjustable. I'm not sure that in European Union they sell the Nissan Leaf with electric seats. Electric seats would be nice, but well, lots of cars still have the manual seats nowadays. One nice feature of this car is Android Auto. So when I connect my smartphone via USB and I have the Android Auto app installed on my phone, then Android Auto also starts on the car's display. It allows you to use some basic apps in your phone that are useful for driving. Even when software in your car gets old, then your phone can easily be updated. So, am I worried about the rapidgate, the overheating of the battery and the low charging speed? Yes, I'm aware of this, and I think it will be a bit troublesome sometimes, but actually I don't need to do so many long road trips. And I think if I do, I wouldn't do anyway more than 500 kilometers per day. And as I have learned from some other YouTube videos, it is actually possible to do some road trip with like 500 or 600 kilometers per day if you take some good care of the battery. Like it was said, it needs some manual battery management. So you let the battery cool down a bit before starting a charge, and you don't drive with too high speed, and you try to avoid some aggressive overtaking. So thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, because I'm hoping to make many more videos about this Nissan Leaf and the life of an owner of an electric car, how it is possible to live with an electric car when it's your only car, how to make the road trips, what are the charging options in Estonia. Yeah, hopefully I will be useful for you in the future as well.